Hello, my friends. I wish you're all healthy and wealthy and happy and ready for another delicious dish. This is going to be the stuffed eggplant that you can have it as an appetizer, or you can have it as a side dish or a main dish. It's all up to you, and I'm sure you're gonna love it. So let's get into it and give you all the ingredients and the way to make it. I'm going to use 3 eggplant. You can use the round one or the long one, but the round ones are much better because there is more space in there to put the stuffing in. So we cut them in the middle like I'm doing. Try to balance it on the board so that when you cut it they will not move about and just stay in place. The flat end down. And use a steel mesh glove not to cut yourself. Now we put all the cut eggplants in a tray and sprinkle generous amount of salt on top of them. The salt will help the eggplant to sweat and give off all the bitter juice that is inside it. So we just salt it and leave it for almost an hour, and then get rid of the juice that comes out of the eggplant. So we're just gonna put it aside and wait for the juice to come out. That's the bitter juice. Now while that's happening, we are going to prepare our spices. We need half a teaspoon of turmeric, half a teaspoon of dry ginger powder, half a teaspoon of coriander seed powder, and half a teaspoon of cumin seed powder. All the ingredients are in the description, please have a look. Now also half a teaspoon of salt, and 1 tablespoon of mixed aromatic herbs. This is also in the description and how to prepare this mixture. Now we cut a couple of bell peppers into halves, and then we are going to put them on a parchment, on a steel plate and put them in the oven to roast them. When they're roasted, as you can see, we can use a spoon to remove the inside and get rid of the skin. I will do one or two for you and then do the rest off the camera. So we cut the skin off. It's very easy to remove the skin when they are roasted. As you can see, it comes off quite easily. Instead of roasted bell pepper, you can use just the bell pepper itself, but I prefer roasted one because it tastes so much better. You also need some chopped tomato, some chopped garlic, and of course the roasted bell pepper is ready. We need some chopped mushrooms and chopped onion. We also need a few eggs and the imitation meat that is the mainly from tofu. I'm sure you can find it in your local store. And I'm going to show you it's really like meat and nobody can tell that it's not meat. So this plate is going to be veggie. Now the eggplants have given off the bitter juice, and we are going to put paper towel on top of them to remove that juice. As you can see, paper towel gets wet, absorbing that bitter juice that is coming out of the eggplants. I put another piece and press down to make sure all the bitter juice is out. Now I'm going to use a knife and cut around the edge of the eggplant, as you can see me doing, but make sure don't go through the skin. Just cut all around without poking the skin, and then cut a couple of horizontal lines and 2 or 3 vertical lines and horizontal lines, and make squares like I've done. Now I put a piece of parchment on the steel plate and put the eggplants on it. Preheat the oven to 180 centigrade. And spray some olive oil on top of the eggplants. And if you don't have a spray, you can use a brush to brush it on. Now we put the eggplants in the oven. And wait for it until it is soft enough that we can get the middle part out. Now we are going to taste the eggplant to see if they are soft enough. Just poking a fork inside, and if it is soft and it's done, we can remove it from the oven. Now, by using a spoon that has got sharp edges, we remove the inside of the eggplant, as you can see me doing. It should come off easily when it's in the oven. I will do one and then do the rest off the camera. Now they're all done. I use that spoon that I showed you. Something similar should be doing the work. Now we mash the eggplants. We mash it as much as possible because we have to do the same when it is on the frying pan. Now we put the frying pan on the stove and add olive oil on it. And add the chopped onions. And wait for the onions to get soft. When the onions have softened, we are going to add the garlic. And now, after waiting a couple of minutes, And mixing the onion and garlic, we add our powder. And mix everything together. Now we will add some of that eggplant that we mashed. We don't add all of it because we are adding some other ingredients to this to fill up the eggplants. Now we mash the eggplants that are heated up again to make sure they're nice and soft. And now we add the tomatoes. And the mushrooms, and mix them together. Now we are going to add our imitation meat or tofu, or you can actually use meat if you like. It's up to you, but we want to make it veggie, so we are using the imitation meat. I keep flattening it so that it gets heated equally and mixed well. Now I will add the roasted bell pepper. Because it's roasted, we add it at the end. We don't want to cook it further. Our mixture is almost ready to be stuffed into the eggplants. Now we are going to add the stuffing to the eggplants. I will do one for you to see and then do the rest off the camera. Okay, all the eggplants have been stuffed with our mixture. Now we are going to put it back into the oven and wait for about 15 to 20 minutes. Now we bring it out. The things that we are going to add now are optional. The egg and cheese, if you don't want to add them, it's up to you. First I'm going to add some beaten egg. Now I'm going to add some Parmesan and mozzarella cheese. As I mentioned, you don't have to add cheese if you don't want to. Now I'm going to add a little bit more of the egg that is left. This is to give it a nice color. Now we are going to put it back into the oven for another 5 to 10 minutes for cheese to melt down. And now we're gonna bring it out. Look at that beautiful color. Thank you very much for watching, and have a nice day.